Assuming that we've managed to execute the query, we have two possibilities. Either we received an error which informs us that there was a problem during the writing, or we've received a set of complete data along with the creation date, the relevant ID, and the ACL. That's why we can try to save the object the way we did when saving new objects downloaded from the server. Inside our onPostExecute method, we get a JSON object. If it turns out that it's a null, we have to handle it in a certain special way. Otherwise, if our element has an error, we can assume that we have a certain message to be displayed. We'll use a toast. We're left with the last situation when there is no error. We've received an object which we can write to the database. In such a case, the best solution is to parse the object and receive a fully fledged to-do object which we can write to the database. We'll use the fromJSON object method, passing a JSON object to it. If there is no exception, we can write the to-do created this way to the database. To do so, we'll need a to-do deo. Now, after writing to the server and receiving it again, the newly created object will be written to the database. Thanks to this, we can inform the activity below that the data changed. To do so, we'll use the setResult method we already know, as well as the finish method. If we've managed to write to the server and the database, it's a perfect moment to finish the activity. Currently, we won't send any data. We'll only use the possibility of sending the code. Because of this, we don't need to create intents. However, if we've managed to add data, it's important not to try to extract the to-do when returning to our to-do list activity, because at this moment, the data is a null. Alternatively, we can call the refreshCursor method here, which refreshes our database to which we've just inserted a new object. There is one more element left. During a long operation, we want to inform the user that it's still in progress. To do so, we can display a progress bar in the upper part of the action bar. This is a slightly different progress bar. Instead of informing us that a certain part has been completed, it informs that a certain part is in progress. That's why we have to set two things. Before calling the super onCreate method, we have to call the request window feature method. This method allows the modification of the way the window with our activity looks like. In our case, we want to use window feature progress. Additionally, we have to set progress bar indeterminate to true. It causes the received progress bar not to inform about a certain value. Now, we just need to start and close the progress in certain places. Similarly to the login button, we can use the onPreExecute method to start informing about the progress. After finishing, regardless of the result, we hide the progress bar inside onPostExecute. We'll now add a new element for test purposes. After entering the name and selecting that the task has been executed, we press the Add button. For a moment, the progress bar appears, then it disappears, and finally, the entire activity is closed. The new element appears right away because we inform the activity about changing the data. Now, we have a set of features for creating and displaying elements, as well as refreshing the list. We can also log in and log out. We just need to complete the application with the option of synchronization in the background without the need to have an activity running. We'll deal with that in the next module, where we'll get to know about services and notifications.